Anyways, next up, Adam Shartoff talks to the two stars and co-creators of Abby Singer-Songwriter. You'll meet its director, Onur Tukel, and its writer and co-star, Jamie Block. But right now, here's a clip from the film. About halfway through it, you're gonna see Adam himself playing an unsuspecting businessman. Ready?
Up convertible bruiser, if you can. Pedantic man, let me see your wristband. Got my tea time thesaurus, got my pocket and rent. I am rugged and strong and very seldom have fears, while I'm tapping the maid, while I'm drinking my beers, while I'm mowing the lawn and the wife is away. If I sing you the song, well, will it make it okay? Ryan Gosling, Shia LaBeouf, Tosh Dado, fixing my truck. T.R. Pescott, scrubbing his feet. Sandra Hicks, occupying the street. Jimmy Carville, shooting off his mouth. Stephen Hawking, figuring that shit out. Steve McQueen, sailing up to the bar. That Hindu war prisoner setting himself on fire.
Who was that pudgy-looking guy in the alley? That was unpleasant. In Abby Singer,
that was me. I was the pudgy guy.
No. In Abby Singer-Songwriter, Jamie Block, a divorced stockbroker, has-been, who was once an indie rock star, meets Onur Tukel, a hapless middle-aged filmmaker who's a recent Brooklyn arrival. In this coming-of-middle-age story, Onur persuades Block to sink his money into a series of increasingly absurd music videos to promote his comeback as a musician. Abby Singer-Songwriter blends documentary and narrative with the lost art of the music video to tell the story of a comeback, a crack-up, and a breakthrough. The film, which stars Tukel, Block, and a host of familiar indie faces, had its Brooklyn premiere last night at the Brooklyn Film Festival. It'll be screening at the festival again tonight at the Nighthawk at 11 o'clock. It will also be screening at the North Side Festival on June 10th at Videology, and again at the Lighthouse International Film Festival on Long Beach Island. I'm very pleased to introduce the director of Richard's Wedding, Applesauce, and Summer of Blood, Onur Tukel, hey, and singer-songwriter, our actor, stockbroker, Jamie Block. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the show. Welcome to BK
That's a
Live.
good description, Adam. That's really good.
Oh,
I want to say that the clip that you showed was the movie is made up of music videos. That's one of the music videos is that but we cut the music videos way down in the movie.
Right.
Jamie Block, you want to tell about how you're leading the interview.
Go ahead, sir. My guest host here tonight.
Well, the movie is made up of
we just want to be
videos.
clear that this is, that was the first thing we did. Actually working on this.
Jamie Block's a great musician, songwriter. We did a bunch of music videos for his new album, and then we decided to make a feature film that kind of wove all these music videos together. But we knew that no one wanted to watch an hour and 20 minutes of music videos,
including us.
Yeah,
right.
and so
Mainly
we cut
us.
those.
Yeah.
So we cut those music videos way down. We truncated them. That we've done all the narrative stuff, and there's a storyline about hapless middle-aged filmmaker and a has-been.
And at this point, you would never know if you went to see the movie. That I would say that it began that way as music videos.
Okay,
anyway.
I'm going to regain control. I'm going to regain control of my show now.
Yes, it's all yours. Take it away. Take it away.
So okay,
Take it
so
away.
Abby's. We're first of all, Abby singer-songwriter. Again, I'm going to interpret for the viewing audiences here. Abby singer-songwriter is it's a kind of a blend of a making of a fictional making of a bunch of music videos. That owner is the director, Jamie, you're the songwriter, the musician, and the subject of the movie. But you become a character also within it. And then you cast all these wonderful people in the videos, and also, can we say who else is in your daughters are played
in the
Nobody
movie.
has heard of them, though.
Yeah.
They're all no names.
They're not videos. Let's stop saying videos.
But we're all no names. They're all no name actors. I mean, they're kind of they're known in the independent film world. Jennifer Prediger, Josephine Decker, Stephen Garowitz, a great director who made a movie called Marvin, Seth, and Stanley. Josephine Decker's made lots of amazing movies. But still, we're unknown. Nobody knows who's who. It's
a who's who of people that
literally who's who of no name actors. The who's who of no names that nobody really knows in the mainstream. But what's interesting about the movie is that it is about the creative process.
Yes.
But it's also, you say it's fictional, but it blurs the line between fiction and nonfiction.
Right.
Block plays himself, Jamie Block, who is
a version of myself.
A version of yourself. Who's got 2 daughters and who works, as a job, and he's juggling with making a new album. And Block was you were experiencing all those things.
Right.
I moved to New York 4.5 years ago from North Carolina to get inspired and make independent films. I used to make independent films in North Carolina. I lost my nerve. I came here to kind of rediscover passion for it.
It seems to work.
Yeah, I mean, I'm having
features back to back, and you're
4. This is the fourth in
now.
4 years. You were my first feature, Richard's Wedding.
I have no recollection.
So this is you were stoned the whole time. I'm kidding. No, you weren't.
Is this the short answer
anyway,
thing
Block,
you were telling me to
this
do?
is your Block. This is your speak.
The first thing you said before we came on the green room, he said, make sure you give very short answers.
Short, concise
Right.
answers.
So this
How much time do we have?
Not much. Not enough.
You know?
Okay, right.
Or maybe too much, now that I think about it. Wait.
I just said don't
Hush.
be loud.
Okay, 1 second. Here's the question now. Is this truly the dynamic that you guys have, or because people are going to wonder, is this really how you guys, you created this work, which, by the way, again, premiered last night at the Brooklyn Film Festival in, I guess, Greenpoint, right?
It was a Greenpoint, the Windmill. What do you think? What's our relationship like? Contentious?
It's love-hate, but I would say 70% hate and 20% love and 10% tolerating.
It depends on how can you love someone that wears those orange pants like that?
I think we have a deep respect. Like, I saw Richard's Wedding, and I couldn't believe it, how great it was. And
but
that's
no
the
one else
truth.
has seen it, though.
Well,
so
but
no
that's
reason
what they should. But I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I said, you've got to be kidding me. People are making movies like that. And then I said, let's do some videos. And I kind of coaxed Orner to do like a couple minute intros into some of the videos, and those were really fun and had energy, and that was the spark.
You wanted to bring this kind of a very improvised feel to, right, and a very low budget independent film feel to it, a level of energy that maybe you didn't see in most of the films that you had been, exposed to.
Like Reds or something.
Well, that's a great film, but yeah, okay.
Well, that's a real movie. I mean, like these.
I'm thinking about Transformers 10 or whatever.
I mean, I think there's an energy to Richard's Wedding that was performance-based. You know what I mean? We don't have a lot of money to like make a big spectacle or make like robots fighting in New York. You know what I mean?
But it's also the way it was filmed. There was a certain energy. It captured the energy of the city in the damn thing, in the darn thing.
Yeah.
And it was something that was very exciting for me. And we didn't set out to make a feature film. That's the truth. But somewhere along the line, at different times, Owner and I, and frankly, I think mostly me, said let's push this through to a feature film. Right. I don't think you mind me saying that you were a little bit incredulous along the way.
I was skeptical because I didn't know you could. I didn't know you were an actor.
Well, that's a small detail. I mean?
Yeah, right. When does that stop you?
Well, no, if you act, I mean, I cast you in something. You ended up being good. I had instincts that you would be a decent actor in the movie. You'd end up being really, really good. The goal of the director is to make everyone comfortable on set. You have a very extroverted personality, but necessarily being good at singer-songwriter on stage doesn't necessarily translate to being good on film or on camera. And then we did it. We tested it out, doing promotional video. We did promotional narrative short pieces to promote the videos that we'd made. And then you were very, very good. We had a really, really good rapport, and we thought, let's keep going forward. You enjoyed the process.
Right. It was so much fun. I mean, let's face it, it was so much fun. I mean, incorporating all these different mediums, the music, the behind-the-scenes film, the comedy, and God forbid we took ourselves too seriously. Right. I don't think that's like the great victory of it.
The movie is self-deprecating. It makes fun of you and your music, even though your music is very good. It's never a celebration of your work. It's about the grueling kind of indecision or the insecurity you have being an artist or whatnot.
Which may be though because that kind of storytelling is typical in your films. You don't take the characters, you're kind of making fun of yourselves, themselves, I should say. So you obviously liked that aspect of what he was doing, so you wouldn't take yourself very seriously. Now, let me ask you a question. You were assigned music artist at Capitol Records.
Right, in the 90s.
In the 90s. And then obviously we know what happened to the music industry, so maybe
I got dropped by Capitol Records, and I had a mortgage and 2 young children, and I needed to get a job, a real job for the first time in my life, and the year was 2001, so I went into the financial services industry. It's a heck of a good time to do it. I'm being funny, 2001, but it's worked, and I didn't make any music or any art or anything for a number of years, 10, 12, 13, 14 years. Right. And it's been great, but then we made this record, or I made it.
White Caps on the Hudson.
White Caps on the Hudson.
Lovely film.
And I was thinking, how can we, thank you.
It was really good.
How can we promote it? I can't go on the road and tour. I don't want to go on the road and tour, but maybe in this new world that's now been created since my 10, 15-year hiatus, you don't need to do that. You can do something using the internet and all these other mediums. And that's where we had the idea, actually the owner did, of doing a series of videos, because he likes things big.
Well, I mean, I came to New York to be productive, to learn. And if there's an opportunity to make any kind of content, music videos are great. We can shoot 1 or 2 days, spend a little bit of money, and I tend to work with a lot of. I mean, my movies are dialogue based, as you know, and like to do music videos, you're working with strict visuals. Tell a story with visuals. You are a very interesting lyricist. Your lyrics are really interesting. You're very, very poetic and wonderful. But
and he writes good hooks. And he writes good hooks.
Yeah, so it's like it was an opportunity for us to collaborate.
And it was audacious. I mean, it was crazy. It was it was like we're going to do 12, 13 video. I mean, the world wasn't calling for that.
Nobody wants. Nobody cares. But that's the movie. The movie's not about like an audience. It's about doing it for yourself because you get an intrinsic reward. But at the same time, too, you did give me carte blanche. You did trust what I did. I did things, and you continue to like what we were doing. It was a fruitful collaboration. You proved to be a very good actor, and it was very enjoyable to work with you. I think your acting's excellent in the movie. And then along the way, it was like driving along a highway in a car and picking up hitchhikers along the way. Jennifer Prediger, Josephine Decker, Stephen Garowitz, other actors, Jessica Caldwell, who's a producer, and David Malinsky, who's an actor as well. We shot the music videos over a course of a year. And we shot all the narrative footage over the course of 2 years. They connected all these music videos. Right. It was like making a puzzle. It was like taking all these puzzle pieces. Yeah. We've got a music video about dollhouses. We've got a music video about vampires. We have a music video about about Wall Street. And let's find all those different music videos and find narrative adhesive to glue them all together. And it worked out really, really well. So.
Running out of time here. So I wanted to. I know.
It goes fast. It goes so fast. The whole thing goes
fast. Everything does, but we want to make sure we tell people again. Tonight at 11 o'clock tonight is the Nighthawk.
Right.
And then it'll have a screening at Videology on the 10th of June at 7 o'clock.
No,
there's
not Videology.
I'm sorry,
Nighthawk again.
Oh,
It'll be for the North Side Film Festival.
Then I gave wrong information to everybody out there.
North Side Film Festival
how do people find,
in 2 weeks.
And your new film Applesauce just premiered at Tribeca. What's?
Yeah, Applesauce. It'll come out next year, and I have a movie called Summer of Blood on Netflix.
Which is awesome.
Summer of Blood's fun.
Great.
Cool movie. It's like,
And it is cool.
It's bloody and vampires.
And funny.
Yeah.
And where people can find White Caps on the Hudson, for instance?
On iTunes, Spotify, anything like that. Jamie Block, White Caps on the Hudson, wherever you can get stuff for free.
Really good artist. Very sincere rock album. Sincere rock and roll.
Are we done? That's already 12 minutes?